Good morning. Today we are going to learn null statement and comma operator in C programming language. In the last session we discussed nested loops. The nested loop is writing the loop in another loop is called the nested loop. The outer loop, the first loop is called the outer loop. The inside we write a loop that is called the inner loop. For every iteration of the outer loop, the inner loop completely execute first time. For the second iteration of the outer loop, the inner loop completely execute. This process is repeated until the outer loop exits. In the last session we discussed this nested loop, and we practiced some of the programs on the nested loop. The drawback of the nested loop is the number of nesting levels are more, the difficulty is more. Understanding of the program is very difficult. The complexity is increased. If your number of levels of nesting is increased, the complexity also increased. That is the drawback of nested loop. Today we are going to learn null statement and comma operator. First we will discuss the comma operator. As you know, the comma operator we are using in our programs the comma while you are declaring the variables int I comma j, or in our printfs we are using the comma operator to separate the control string and the arguments. The comma operator is a binary operator that evaluates its first operand and discards the result. And then evaluates the second operand and returns this value. There is a sequence point between these evaluations. Comma operator is a binary operator that evaluates its first operand and discards the result. Then it evaluates the second operand and returns this value. There is a sequence point between these evaluations. We will see that in the next slide. Comma act as a separator when used with functional calls and definitions, function like macros, while declaring the variables, enum declarations, and similar constructs. While you are declaring the variables, we use the comma operator. In functions, we use the comma operators to separate the arguments inside arguments. While you are declaring the enum variables and in the printf functions and in scanf function, we are using the comma operator to separate the operands. Here, if you observe in this slide, int a is equals to 1 comma b equals to 2 semicolon. We are declaring the integer variables a and b. A value is 1 assigned 1, b assigned initialized to 0. These two variables are separated with comma operated. Next, void function x comma y. Fun is a function. The function consists of two arguments x and y. These two arguments are separated with a comma operator. While calling a function, we are using this syntax. The use of comma as a separator should not be confused with the use of an operator. For example, in below statement, f1 function and f2 function can be called in any order. The function calling is void function, f1 function, comma f2 function. Comma acts as a separator here and doesn't enforce any sequence. It is just a separator only. It doesn't force to follow any sequence. Therefore, either f1 function or f2 function can be called first. Remember this point. Therefore, either f1 function or f2 function can be called first because comma act as a separator, but it doesn't enforce any sequence. The comma operator used as to separate two expressions also. The comma operator has the lowest precedence of all operators. We have the arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators. From those, the comma operator has lowest precedence of all operators. The comma operator is used in for loop when there are multiple expressions. For example, if you want to check two conditions at a time, we use the comma operator in the for loop. Example of comma operator, now we'll see. Sum is equal to parenthesis a equals to 10 comma b equals to 20 comma a plus b parenthesis closed semicolon. Ten is assigned to the variable a as per the expression. 20 is assigned to the variable b. The resultant value is a plus b equals to 30 is assigned to the variable sum. If you observe the expression sum is equal to, within the parenthesis, a is equal to 10, b equals to 20, comma, a plus b. It evaluates this expression. 10 is assigned to the variable a, 20 is assigned to the variable b, and resultant value is a plus b equals to 30 is assigned to variable sum. Parentheses are necessary for using this comma operator. Otherwise, if you doesn't use the parentheses, then the statement, the expression like sum is equal to a equals to 10, comma. This is one statement, b equal to 20, comma, a plus b semicolon. If you doesn't use the parentheses, then the sum value becomes 10. The sum value is assigned as 10 because we are doesn't using the parenthesis. Sum equal to a equals to 10. 10 is assigned to the a and as well as some variable. Now we will see a simple program how the comma is used. Hash include stdio.h main int x is equal to 10, int y equals to 15, printf function %d to print. This is the control string. To print the integer number, we are using the %d, comma, arguments list. Here, if you are printing only one variable, we will use only one argument. Here, we are writing in this program, we wrote x, comma, y within the parenthesis. So, this program is entirely different. Up to now, we saw other formats. In the printf, we saw control string, comma, number of arguments corresponding to the control string. If there are two format specifiers, then we used two arguments. If there are only one format specifier in the printf, then we use only one argument. But here we are using only one format specifier, that is %d, and in the argument list we are using two variables, two arguments, x comma y. That x comma y are mentioned in the parenthesis. Now the compiler takes which variable and which value it prints. Now we will see practically. We will execute the same program on the compiler. Can you guess what is the output? Open the Turbo C compiler, click on file menu, new option, type the program ash. It is a simple program, ash include stdio.h. For understanding purpose we are executing this program. Okay, how the comma operator is used. X is equal to 10. Now x is assigned as 10. I am declaring the y variable integer y is equal to 15 semicolon, printf percentage d double quotes comma x comma y semicolon, get char semicolon, return 0 semicolon. This is the end of the program. Now save the file. This is the comma dot comma 1.c. Compile the program. Yes, there are two warnings here. Code has no effect. Number 2, x is assigned a value that is never used. In our program, we declared x variable and assigned value 10 that is never used in our program. It is giving such a warning. Now we will see after executing the program what will happen. Run the program. Okay. Yes, the value it printed on the screen only 15. What is the 15? The 15 is the y variable value. In our printf we wrote here, in this printf we wrote one control string %d. This is the format specifier, only one, and in the argument list within the parenthesis we wrote x comma y. It is taken only y. Okay, we will interchange these two variables. Now we will interchange these two variables comma x, y comma x. Now save the program, compile the program. Same warnings we are getting. Now the warning is y is assigned a value that is never used. Now run the program. We got answer 10. If you observe the program, while it is executing the printf, it is evaluating from right to left. Right to left. So it's taken x as the argument. It ignored y. This is happened if you use comma operator. Now we will see some other example on comma operator. Then we got one idea. This is the expected output. Now we will see one more example. Here the two same program, but The difference is there in the first left side. Hash include stdio.h into main int equals to a equals to 10 comma b is equal to 20 comma a. This is the one expression. B equals to assigned 20 comma a. Printf b is equal to percentage d comma b, get char, return 0, end of the program. If you observe the right side program, hash include stdio.h into main function int a declared and assigned 10, b variable is declared, b is equal to within the parenthesis. Here the difference is there. If you compare the left side and right side programs, b equals to within the parenthesis 20 comma a. Next printf b, everything is same. We are printing the b value. While assigning the b value, if you observe the left side program, b is equal to 20 comma a. Right side, b is equal to within the parenthesis 20 comma a. What is the difference between these two instructions? What will happen when we execute these two programs? If you use the comma operator with parenthesis, some meaning is there. Without parenthesis, if you use the comma operator for the same statement, the meaning is different. Now we will execute this program and we will see the what will happen. Open the compiler. Now we will modify this program only. Hash include stdio.h main int a is equal to 10 comma b variables. Two variables are declared. Next delete. This is the important instruction. B is equal to 20 comma a semicolon. This is the expression b is equal 20 comma a. Printf percentage d b is equal percentage d. Here we will use backslash n for getting the new line, comma b, get char, everything is same. Now we'll save this program, save, run, compile the program. Same, we are getting the warnings. Code has no effect, code has no effect. Okay, no problem. Ignore these warnings and run the program. B equals to 20. Now I executed right side left side program without using the parenthesis for this expression. B is equal 20 comma A semicolon. Then immediately the compiler assigns the 20 to the B variable. It ignores the A variable. Now we'll add a parenthesis to this statement, this instruction. Now I will save the program, compile the program. Okay. Now run the program. Now for the second iteration, second time, right side program, we got answer 10. Because we are using the parenthesis while we are using the comma operator. A value is assigned to the B. In the previous program, we printed X value, we printed Y value. In the arguments list, we wrote within the parenthesis X comma Y. That Y is taken and it printed. The right associativity is there. The printf function, this expression is right associativity. Assignment operator. Whenever the compiler executes the assignment operator, it evaluates the right side expression first, evaluates the right side expression, and that resultant value is assigned to the left side variable. Right associativity. Again we will run the program. We will see what will happen. B equals to 10. Now I am removing this parenthesis and save the program, compile the program, run the program. We got 20. So with using the parenthesis, without using the parenthesis, we saw the output. Now close the compiler. You will see one more example on the comma operator. This is the expected output. We got same thing. This is the one more example. Hash include stdio.h int main function int x equals to 10 int y equals to x plus comma plus x, incrementing the x variable, and post incrementing and pre-incrementing the x value. Which value is assigned? You will see printf %d y getChar function is used to see the output. Now we will execute this program in the Turbo C. Open the Turbo C compiler. We will type the program hash include stdio.h int main int x is equal to 10. X value is assigned as 10. Int y equals to x plus plus. Post incrementing the x variable, comma, pre incrementing the x value. Now we will print the y value. Printf, by using the printf function, percentage d, double quotes, comma, y, semicolon, get char to display the user screen. We are using the get char function. For the purpose of the get char is to read a character turn return 0 semicolon, end of the program. Now save the program. Compile the program. Compilation is successful with 0 errors. Now run the program. Okay. Program executed successfully. The resultant value is 12. Now analyze the output. How we got 12? If you observe the program, we in the first declaration x is equal to 10, x value is 10. In the second declaration y is declared and assigned x plus 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 comma x. X value is incremented by 1, now becomes 11. Again x value is incremented, 11 becomes 12. This is the 12 is assigned to the y. We will see the output 12. Y value is 12. We will see, we will add one more instruction. What is the x value? Printf \n x is equal to percentage d comma x semicolon. For this we will write y is equal to alt f, save the program, compile the program, run the program. Y is equal to 12, x is equal to 12. This is happened. While you are using the comma operator, be careful. If you use the parenthesis along with comma operator, the expression value is different. Without using the parenthesis, the comma is different. We observed these two differences in previous example. Now we will see one more example. This is the program. By using the comma operator, we can add n instructions. If you observe this program, int main int x is equal to 10 comma y. This is the declaration of the two variables x and y. While assigning the y value, y is equal to, here within the parenthesis x plus plus x incremented comma printf x is equal to percentage d comma x printf statement comma pre-increment of x comma printf function comma x plus plus post increment of x parenthesis closed semicolon. This is the expression y is equal to this 5 1 2 3 4 5 expressions are combined in single line single. By using the comma operator, we can add the n number of expressions, statements. These all expressions are evaluated and the y value is assigned. Printf y equals to percentage d. Printf x is equal to percentage d. X value is printed. This is the program. The expected output of this program, first x value is printed as 11, second x value is printed as 12, y value is printed as 12 and x value is printed as 13. This is the expected output. Kindly note down this program and practice. Up to now we saw what is a comma operator, the usage of the comma operator. Now we will see the null statement. Null meaning nothing. Null statement or null instructions means zero instructions is called the null statement. A null statement is always terminated by a semicolon. Always terminated by a semicolon. This is syntactically required but no action. What I am saying, null is nothing. Null means zero. Null statements. Zero statements. This is syntactically required but no action is performed. The time delay loops use the null statements. Example of null statement. Here is a for loop. The for loop statement is written as I equals to 1 semicolon I less than or equals to 100 semicolon I plus plus. Immediately for loop statement we wrote one semicolon. The meaning is end of the for loop. Body of the loop is empty. Body of the for loop is empty. There are no instructions within the for loop. The only for loop statement is written. Initialization, condition and increment. But there are no instructions within the for loop body. Whenever the compiler reads execute this instruction, this loop, the loop is executed 100 times without any output. because the for loop is correct. Initialization is there, condition is there, and the increment is there, altering variable. The condition is true first time it enter into the loop, and there are no such instructions. It increments, it checks the condition, it increments, it checks the condition. The loop is executed 100 times without any output. Simply cause a time delay. For time delay purpose, we use this null statements. The loop contains a semicolon known as the null statement. The loop contains a semicolon is known as the null statement. Up to now we discuss what is a comma operator and null statement with their syntaxes, and we practiced some of the examples on the comma operator. Now we'll see some questions on this topic. The first question is, null statement is always terminated by what? A semicolon, B colon, C comma. Which one is correct? Which one is correct? Semicolon is correct answer. As we discussed, a loop ended with a semicolon is called the null statement. The semicolon is the correct answer. You will see the second question. What is the use of the null statement? What is the use of the null statement? Why we use the null statements in the programs? A. Used for time delay. B. Using for special operation. C. None. Option A. Used for time delay. Option B. Used for special operation. Option C. None. None of the above. Which option is correct? It is used for time delay. For time delay purpose, we use the null statements in our programs. For getting time delay, we use the null statement. Question 3. What is the use of comma operator? Why we use the comma operator in our programs? To separate the two expressions. Option A, both A and B. Option B, to separate the two expressions. Option C, to combine the two expressions. I think here option A, both B and C, the typographic mistake. Option B, to separate the two expressions. Option C, to combine the two expressions. Why we use the comma operator? The answer is to separate the two expressions. Option B, to separate the two expressions. Int a comma b to separate the variables. To separate the expressions, we use the comma operator. Question number 4. What is the precedence of comma operator? Precedence, priority of the comma operator. Highest precedence A. Option A, highest precedence. Option B, lowest precedence of all operators. Option C, no precedence. The correct answer is option B, lowest precedence of all operator. The comma operator has the lowest precedence in the C language. Question number 5. Which one is given time delay format? Option A, for I equal to 1, I less than or equals to 1000, I plus plus semicolon. Option B, for I equal to 0, I less than 1000 semicolon I plus plus. Option C, for I equals to 1, I greater than 1000 semicolon I plus plus. As we discussed, null statement is used to time delay purpose and the null statement is ended with semicolon. The first option is correct. Option A, for loop is ended with a semicolon. That's why it is used for time delay purpose. Okay, thank you. In the next session, we will discuss the bitwise operators. Thank you, one and all.